Hi. So there is something that can be learned from Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. So these are all sort of epic. They are not to be considered as a story, whether it has happened or not happened. All those things we will leave it aside. But this is a beautiful lesson. And they all say, Hinduism is a way of life. Same way, Mahabharata teaches so many things for our life. But especially Bhagavad Gita has so much of ingredients that the conversation between Arjuna and Krishna has answers for all of your daily questions which come into your mind. So that is the way it has been portrayed and described. Sanjay went there and he was standing in the place where Kurukshetra war took place. It is told that 80% of the male population died in that war. So this is the place where bloodbath took place. So this is where the entire blood soaked inside the sand. Looking at all these things, is this the place where great Krishna was there riding the chariot and Arjuna was standing and fighting the enemies? So thinking all these in his mind, he was deeply rooted in his thoughts, and suddenly a feeble old voice came from behind. So Sanjay looked at that person from where the voice came, and he saw an old man standing in a robe, looking at him and asking, "My dear Sanjay, you cannot see any of those which has happened, but you should relate all these things with your real life. The Pancha Pandavas, whom you have heard about, are your five senses: your eyesight, your smell, your taste, your sound, and your touch. So these are the five senses depicted as Pancha Pandavas there in Mahabharata. Okay, in that case, those Dronacharyas and other Acharyas, why did they stand next to the vices? So he said, okay, during your growing ages, you are giving respect to all the elders. But once you are matured and you are aware of what is what in the life, there are certain elders whom you should be away from. They are not good the way you thought. You have to be away from them. That is when the Bhagavad Gita comes into play. So you have to analyze between good and bad, and then what is that you are not supposed to pick from those elders you should learn. Okay, what are those 100 Kauravas which is mentioned? Okay, Pandavas 5. Kauravas are 100 vices which come to distract these five senses in you. Those are called Kauravas. So you have umpteen of that to be seen in your real life. Then he thinks over for some time and he is asking, okay, in that case, Karna is supposed to be the brother of all these five people. Why did he stand next to the vices? So he says, okay, like how I explained to you this Pancha Pandavas, your five senses, you have desire inside you, which is like Karna, always giving justification for what is done. Karna used to do that. Karna said that he was standing next to Duryodhana because of these things happened in his life. Same way, the desire gives so much reasons for you to do all those things which you are doing and then justifies it. That is why it is depicted that way in the Mahabharata. Okay, Kauravas we are clear, and then these Pandavas we are clear. Why Acharya stood by the vices we are clear now to understand and understood, and we have heard about Karna also, why he stood that side. I have another question in my mind. What is Krishna now in our real life? What does that mean to us? So Krishna is your soul, your good thoughts, your consciousness that guides you to do what is good for you in your life. If at all you surrender yourself to that soul consciousness and then divinity, all these five senses will have a proper way of living, and then you will enjoy your life. So please go through the Bhagavad Gita part, the Mahabharata part. I am just giving you in 5 minutes the essence of what is the learning for us. But then there is so much more. Each and every doubt you have in your mind, there is an answer, and then you can get the answer going through that book. There's a beautiful way it is depicted. This is our life history. So my dear friends, thank you very much for patiently watching this video. And I hope from the Kurukshetra episode, we understand what the basic thing which we can pick for our life to lead and make changes to the society around. So be a good citizen, bring that change that you want to see in the world within yourself first, so the change will happen around. Be happy always, and then try to help everyone whoever comes across to you in your life. Thank you very much. Bye.